The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
Those of you that have been watching me or seeing my X posts know Michael Penix has been my pick for the Raiders for a while now. I like Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and J.J. McCarthy, but why give up what it would take to get them when you can have a guy like Penix? If you take a chance on him, you'll at least have some first-round picks the next 3 years. He's the best thrower of the football in this draft, too. The knocks on Penix are, of course, his college injuries, and he supposedly isn't athletic enough. Well, his pro day showed the scouts what they already should have known. He's actually one of, if not the most athletic quarterback of this draft class. His 40 time of 4.46 and vertical leap of 36.5 inches are better than any of the quarterbacks that participated in the 2024 NFL Scouting Combine. If Penix is that athletic, he's over his injuries too. So if I'm the Raiders at number 13 overall, I'd do a 40-yard dash to the podium with this pick. I'm starting to wonder if they might even have to trade up a little for him now. Let's start with his journey. Penix started off as a running quarterback, but in his freshman year he would tear his ACL. Then after tearing ligaments in his shoulder the following year, he came back and tore his ACL again in year 3. Then the next year he sprained his AC joint in his throwing shoulder. Then he went to Washington to get a fresh start. He was the new guy at a new college in a new town in a new environment. Offensive coordinator Kalen DeBoer was the only familiar face in his life at the time. He was his offensive coordinator back in Indiana in 2019, so he knew what Penix can do. Penix worked hard and learned how to play in the pocket, and not just because of the injuries. He didn't want to be known as a running quarterback. He wanted to use his remarkable arm talent, and he did. He became an absolute marksman. Penix didn't lose his elusiveness or ability to run, but he kept that a secret, only running when he absolutely had to. When dropping back to pass, he learned how to slide in the pocket. Watch this. Alright, the guard missed a stunt here, so Penix is just going to slide to his right and get this pass off. Alright, what do we have here? A defensive lineman broke free already, and Penix can't do anything until he makes this guy miss. And he does. Alright, on to the next. Alright, he has 2 guys running free at him now. Actually, 4 guys are closing in on him, so he's going to make one of them miss, then get rid of the ball before the other 3 get there. Alright, here we are against Oregon. Alright, the blitzer's flying in the air after the running back cut blocked him. So Penix's main objective becomes to not be in that same spot when he lands. So he slides over to the left a little bit to get this one off. Alright, we're back to the Texas game now. Look at this right here. We have a man coming unblocked. This is supposed to be an easy sack, but Penix isn't easy to sack. He has the second lowest pressure to sack rate to only Bo Nix in this draft class. It was the lowest going into the national championship game, but Penix injured his ankle in that game. But right here you're going to see why Penix was so difficult to sack. He's going to step up and make the guy miss, then throw this touchdown pass. But he can still run and throw on the run. He's going to throw on the run a little bit here. He's going to his left again here. On this one, he's going to start off going to his right. Then he's going to come back to his left and throw. On this one, he's going to start off going to his left, then come back to his right and make the throw. Ooh-wee, now watch the spin out to his left and the dime he throws afterwards. He's a playmaker. And even though he prefers not to, he can take off running on you too. And he already has that slide he's going to need in the NFL down. I don't know where that unathletic crap comes from. On this one, he's going to scramble for an easy first down. This is a design run here. Look at the move he puts on this guy. Oh. And he smartly gives himself up after. Penix didn't have to run very often in Washington, but when he had to, he did. I don't know how scouts came to the conclusion that Penix isn't athletic enough. Penix has tremendous arm talent, but I didn't need to show that on this video. I have a player evaluation you can look at for that one. I just wanted to show you the side of him they said he didn't have, the athletic side. The guy could be a running quarterback if he wants to, but he doesn't want to be, and why would he with the arm talent he has? Penix's pro day showed two things. One, he's among the most athletic quarterbacks in this draft class, and two, he's as healthy as he needs to be. He couldn't run a 4.46 40 if he wasn't healthy. That speed and quickness shows up on tape too, so the scouts should have known. Thank you for watching. See you next time.